Good morning, boys and girls. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm very happy to see you. Greet your neighbor. Boogie on down. Give a jump and turn around. Good morning, boys and girls. It is great to be here with you again. All right, friends, let's go right to our message board. Let's see if we can get that a little closer. All right, please join me. Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday. Here's our letter of the week. W, Wednesday. April 1st. Here's our question. Do you think bunnies are hatched from eggs? Well, yesterday we started to talk about a holiday that's coming up, Easter. And yesterday we had our bunny day. And we had a lot of fun. And I don't know if some of you have had a chance to see, but Keegan has a pet bunny, MJ. And his mommy posted a picture of MJ on your mom and dad's email. So maybe you could check that out. He's so cute. So thank you so much, Keegan. And we hope you're having fun with MJ. All right. So Keegan probably knows that answer. Do you think bunnies are hatched from eggs? Yes or no? If you said no, they are not hatched from eggs, you are right. Bunnies do not come from eggs. But we are going to be talking today about some animals that do come from eggs. Because we've been talking about, or we're starting to talk about, Easter and different signs of Easter. And we said bunnies are a sign of Easter, and also eggs can be a sign of Easter. We can have plastic eggs that you might get in an Easter basket that are filled with fun things. And tomorrow I'm going to give you links to all different kinds of activities. We might even do a project. I might show you something that you can do with eggs. And we'll also talk about real eggs, okay, and animals that are hatched from eggs. But before we get into all of that science fun, did you notice on our message it said today is Wednesday, April 1st? That means we're all done with our month of March. Remember, yesterday we said was March 31st, the last day of March. So boys and girls, today we start a brand new month, the month of April. April begins with A. Now we said that March had only one clap or one syllable. March, March. What about April? Do you think April has one clap or more than one? It has more than one. It has two. Listen. April. Two claps. Show with our fingers. April. Pointer touches thumbkin. Middle finger, tall man touches thumbkin. April. Okay, now we'll start at our shoulder and we'll slide it down. April. Today is April 1st, the first day of April. Okay, the number 1. But when we're talking calendar, we don't say today's April 1. We say April 1st. Okay, and today, boys and girls, is Wednesday. There's our W, our letter of the week. Wednesday begins with W. If today is Wednesday, yesterday must have been Tuesday. There we go. And tomorrow, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you guessed it. Tomorrow will be Thursday. All right, well, it's very exciting to start a brand new month. And there's a poem that goes with the month of April. You may have noticed on Monday and Tuesday it was rainy. So the poem goes like this. April showers, meaning rain showers. April showers bring May flowers. So it might rain a lot in April, and even though that can be kind of a bummer, it's also a good thing because all those flowers really need that rain. And hopefully then, by May, we'll have beautiful blooming flowers and trees. So we just have to wait for it a little longer and be a little patient. But the sun should be coming out, especially this weekend. All right, friends, I'm going to erase our message. We agreed that bunnies do not come from eggs. Well, bunnies do not come from eggs. I wonder what kinds of animals do come from eggs. Well, friends, maybe this little poem will help us. Up on top, you might see that letter. What letter is that? E, right? Ellie Elephant says eh, eh, eh. And there's two lowercase Gordo Gorilla G's and a Sammy Snake S. So this word, we'll put those sounds together. Eggs. Eggs. The word is eggs. All right. I'm going to put this poem up on our marker board. Okay. All right. And you might not be able to see it super duper close, but I'm going to read it to you. There's different pictures of animals around it too. So I will read it and then I'll take it off so you can see it better. Eggs. Lots of animals come from eggs. Some with fins and some with legs. Some that chatter and some that cheep. Some that fly and some that creep. Some that slither and some that run. And some with feathers and some with none. Animal eggs can be quite small or just as big as a tennis ball. The animals here, they're quite a few, hatch from eggs and lay them too. Ooh, I heard a lot of rhymes. I hope you did too. All right, there's some pictures on this that you might be able to see. Okay, I'm going to read this again, and when I come to a clue word about an animal that might lay an egg, let's see if we can find it. Are you ready? Okay. Lots of animals come from eggs, some with fins. Do you see an animal that might have a fin? A fish. Fish come from eggs. And some with legs. Ooh, do you see an animal up on top that has legs? An alligator or crocodiles. They come from eggs. Bigger eggs than fish. Some that chatter and some that cheep. What animal goes cheep, cheep, cheep? A bird. Birds come from eggs. And if an animal comes from an egg, most likely it lays eggs as well. Some that fly, like birds, right? And some that creep. Some that slither. Ooh, which animal slithers? Snakes slither. Snakes come from eggs. and some that run. Some with feathers. Oh, there's one more animal. Do you see an animal with feathers? We learned a lot about this animal during our winter season. Penguins. Penguins come from eggs. Do you remember when we pretended to be penguins? And we put balloons inside of our legs, in between our legs, and we waddled and passed them back and forth like mommy and daddy penguins do? That was fun, wasn't it? Okay. All right. Animals can be quite small, or animal eggs can be quite small. Like fish eggs are very small, and fish lay a lot of very small eggs. And some can be big, like tennis balls. So penguins, alligators, they have bigger eggs. Ostriches are a type of bird. They have a very big egg, even bigger than a tennis ball. Okay, so that little rhyme tells us about some animals that are hatched from eggs. All right, and some of those that we just heard about in our rhyme, feeling like it's kind of dark here. Huh? All right, move over here. Whoops. I have real pictures to show you. Okay. All right. This, oh no, that one's something else. Okay. Here is a duck hatching from its egg, or a chick. We're going to do a 5 Little Duck song this week. Ducks come from the egg. This one is all fluffy. Many times when birds or ducks hatch from eggs, their feathers are very wet from what's inside of the egg, and it takes them a couple days to become fluffy. Okay. Let's see if there was... I have a picture of another animal we talked about. Oh, here is a snake. That must be a mommy or a daddy snake with lots of eggs. Snakes hatch eggs. And then I think in our rhyme we also talked about fish with fins. So I do have a fish. And their eggs are tiny and they're clear. They almost look like marbles, don't they? And when fish lay eggs, they lay a lot of eggs at one time. All right, there's one more that we talked about, and then I'm going to show you a few more surprise animals that lay eggs that we did not talk about. Here's the penguin, and you can see this penguin has her egg way down under her belly, and she's keeping it nice and warm and safe, just like we learned about, and just like we practiced doing this winter with the balloons. Remember, the mommy and daddy penguin take turns taking care of the egg while one goes to find food. Okay. All right. So, many times, animals that hatch from eggs are either birds or reptiles. Okay, like reptiles are like frogs and snakes. Okay, animals that don't have fur, and animals that are called cold-blooded animals. Okay, and I'm going to show you. Oh, here's this. It almost looks like fish eggs, but these are clear eggs too. These, boys and girls, are actually frog eggs. Sometimes if you go to a pond, or I used to, at my house, I had a big pond, and I would actually see frog eggs by my pond, and then I would get tadpoles. Okay, so when froggies lay eggs, they lay a lot of eggs at once. All right, another animal that lays an egg. Ooh, I talked about this a little bit yesterday when we talked about bunnies camouflaging. I said, remember we read this story of another animal that camouflaged? The mixed up chameleon? chameleons and lizards also come from eggs. That's a baby chameleon. See, he's already green. He's not gray, so he must be happy. Right? Okay. One more animal that I want to show you. There are more, but these are the ones I wanted to show you. This is an animal that's usually moves very slow. This animal can live to be a very old age, and he carries his home on his back. What animal moves slow and carries his home on his back in a hard shell? It begins with a t, 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 Timothy, t, t sound. T. You guessed it. Turtles. Turtles come from eggs. Those animals have cold blood. Now, we said bunnies. Whoops, I don't know why I'm pointing there. It's not there anymore. But we said bunnies do not come from eggs. What about Dimples the dog puppet? Dimples, did you hatch from an egg? No, Mrs. Data, that'd be so silly. Of course not. Doggies do not come from eggs. No, doggies do not come from eggs. Either do cats, or either do pigs, or horses, or cows. They do not come from eggs. There are lots and lots of animals that don't hatch from eggs. They are called warm-blooded. And a lot of those animals have fur. And boys and girls, people, are called mammals. We have warm blood, and we don't have fur, but we have hair. And animals that are warm-blooded have fur or hair and are not hatched from eggs, and they are called mammals. And boys and girls, we are called mammals too. So we do not come from eggs. So that's a quick lesson on eggs, And I know during Easter time, a lot of times we eat candy that's shaped like an egg, or like we said, we have those plastic eggs that are sometimes filled with candy or surprises. Sometimes we might go on Easter egg hunts, or we might color Easter eggs at home with our family, like paint them or marker eggs. So eggs can be a big part or a big sign of Easter. And, we're going to do a song in just a minute. But before we do that, I forgot to show you. Here's my one little egg. Whoops. Get that fuzz off. And what's underneath there? My little chick. Little chickens. He came from an egg. All right, friends. Well, boys and girls, before we say goodbye, we're going to do a song together. And I know it's a song we've done in class, and you also did it with Mr. K in music class. And it's about an egg, and it's about a chicken. Do you remember Lori Berkner's song, I Know a Chicken? It's a fun song. All right, and I'm going to use an egg for this one. And we're going to do some things that are opposites. We talked about opposites in school. An opposite is not the same. Like the opposite of hot is cold. The opposite of short is tall. The opposite of loud is quiet. The opposite of hard is soft, like Dimples. So, I had a plastic egg, and if you have one of these at home, you can make your very own instrument to go with this song. Can you hear that? What do you think I have in my egg? I put rice inside my egg, but you could put, macaroni in your egg. You could put beads in your egg. anything that makes a sound when you shake it, and it instantly becomes an instrument like a maraca. If you make your own instrument egg, you might want to tape it or have mom and dad tape it so when you shake it, it doesn't fall and spill all over. Ah, big messes. All right, boys and girls, so are you ready? We are going to do I Know a Chicken. All right, I'm going to move this over here. All right, this is our last thing we're going to do. That's better, it's a little brighter. And then I'm going to put the link to this song in the email so that mom and dad can play this song for you and you can do it at home too, okay? And I also am going to put another link. It's a short video about animals that come from eggs and animals that do not. And you'll get to see real animals. All right, so it's a lot of fun. It's a good science video and it's short. Okay, friends, here we go. And even if you don't have an egg, you can use anything or just your hand to pretend to shake. All right, and I know you know this song, so try it with me. All right, here we go. I know a chicken. Whoops. And she laid an egg. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. Oh my goodness. It's a shaky egg. Now we have to listen. Now shake them fast. Them fast. Ooh, what's the opposite of fast, I wonder? Fast. Shake it. Shake it, shake it. Oh, we gotta put it down. Oh, I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. Oh my goodness. It's a shaky egg. Ooh, the opposite of fast. You know how it goes. Shake it slow. Because you know how it goes. And shake them fast. Chicken. Oh, we got the lyrics. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. Oh my goodness. It's a shaky egg. Ooh, in a circle. Round and round. Don't let it touch the ground. Round and round. Up, down. Up, down. Up and down. Down. Opposite. Up, down. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. And she laid an egg. I know a chicken. And she laid an egg. And she laid an egg. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a shaky egg. Shake everything. Shake. Good job, boys and girls. I hope you joined me, and I hope you did that one too. And when you watch it on the video, you might see a real chicken go across as Lori Berkner is playing that song. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you back on Thursday. Take care.